Yes, guys, I hope everyone is doing well. And I'm doing an evening show. I've not done a show this late in quite some time. So I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's doing well. And thanks for everyone already coming in. I appreciate the love, guys. I do appreciate love. So, yeah, this is a video just looking at midfielders for Liverpool this season now. I think a few other channels have been, I saw Coppish do theirs earlier. Some other channels have been picking this up as well. And looking at midfield options Liverpool could need next season. And I think it's one to talk about, guys. It really is one to talk about. With, I know people are a bit worried by Paul Joyce's comments saying that, Liverpool are looking into a midfielder next season. Doesn't necessarily mean we're not buying one this season. If you saw my video I did this morning with Ram, big up Ram as well. He was on with on the video of me at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we're looking at the squad. We're looking at Liverpool's squad depth. And we're very happy with Liverpool's squad depth in the goalkeeping area, the defensive area, and the forward area. But when you look at the midfield, that's the area of concern to a lot of people. Now, if anyone wants to come on with me this evening, let me know in the chat, guys, and I'll put the link up in the chat if anyone wants to come in on this. But midfielders out there we're looking at, right? Jude Bellingham. We all know Jude Bellingham. He's out there. He's one of the targets we're definitely looking at. There's this Nunez from Portugal as well. There's links to him because obviously Julian Ward, he used to work for the Portuguese Federation basically over there in 2008, I believe, and he's got a lot of ties in Portugal. Obviously, he speaks fluent Portuguese as well, and so he's got a lot of ties over there. And there's rumours about Matheus Nunez. There's also rumours about Sangaré at PSV, Calvin Phillips. There's rumours all over the place. There's the rumour recently about Ward-Prowse as well. Vitinha, is it at Porto? Viera at Porto. Quite a lot of choices, guys. Quite a lot of choices. Yes, I will drop the link in the chat, guys. If anyone wants to come in and have their say on this tonight, you're more than welcome, guys. You're more than welcome. All I say is if you do come in, just be nice, be cool. And you can come in and have your say, guys. Savage. Bonkers LFC in the house. Bellingham, Ritz and Nunez. Big up Mod's mother, Helen. Jamie Phillips, the chat. My top 3 targets will be Jude, Matheus Nunez and Palqueta. J. Arch, is that? Fabio Vieira. Yeah, that's one. Big name everyone's talking about. Ivan LFC up in the house. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up Savage. Yes, Jamie, keep up putting in that work in. Big up Psychedelic. Ali says, Coppish were fascinating. Mo Charter said on Coppish, said there is money there and that we have the highest revenue in the Premier League, Jamie. Higher than Man United. That's because Man United are, yeah. Mo Charter, I mean, if he said that, Mo's a great guy. I know Mo. Let's get savage. Here he is.
Come on.
Beautiful man. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, man. Hay fever demon got me, man, late.
Oh, mate, I have not stopped sniffing and coughing all day. It's that super pollen. Everything's super, ain't it? Everything that's new has come out. Super pollen.
The thing is, I found a way how to beat it most of the time, and I honestly, on the level of the scale of hay fever, I'll probably have like the worst hay fever. But I found if you use the nasal spray.
Mm-hmm.
And the tablet, the ones what say 1 a day, you got to take them twice.
Take 7. Yeah.
And what I do is I get up just before I go to bed, take the nasal spray and the tablet, and then when you wake up in the morning, as soon as you get up, before you just brush your teeth and take the tablet and spray, and you should be fine. So today it's only been my left eye. It got me late, man. But trying to watch Kenobi and that, my eye just started streaming on my face.
I haven't watched that yet. I'm going to watch that after. That's a midnight snack for me tonight.
Shout out to everyone in the chat, man.
It's the best episode so far.
Yeah, it was the best. It was the best episode.
All I want to see is Vader and Obi-Wan. I don't give a shit about a third sister. Leia, I love the little actress who plays Princess Leia. But
yeah,
it's called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, you're right, man. She's getting too much airtime.
And Reva, Jesus.
Nah, this episode is the best one so far for sure.
Yeah, I just want to see Vader and Obi-Wan kick the shit out of each other. That's all I want to see.
Is he mad? I just want to see Grogu and everything, though, man. I don't care if he matches timelines or whatever. I just want to see him in everything.
A little picture of Grogu in the.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mandalorian.
We got the chat, man. Shout out to everyone. Hit the like button and all that. You come on.
Mo Charter, he's a finance expert.
You saying, John?
Yeah, John.
Big up, guys.
John's been everywhere tonight. I've seen him on every show.
I like to get about.
Yeah, John's a YouTube whore, man. He's everywhere.
Yeah, John loves it. To be fair, I watch more YouTube than TV. So
I don't really watch regular TV. Probably
no, I haven't watched TV. Me and my wife.
I haven't watched TV in fucking years.
Yeah,
I don't even have an aerial for my TV to watch regular TV. Like I've got like a dodgy Amazon stick and that.
Yeah, so
I never use it. I think that the last time I used TV was for it was the England game, the Channel 4 match. Yeah. Apart from that, I never used it, and that was a waste of time as well.
Less said about that, but yeah, I mean, I just watch. I've got like your Amazon Primes, your Disney Pluses, your Netflix, and your.
Yeah, I've got too many, man.
You know, I've got them. That's what I watch. I don't actually watch TV. The only TV I watch on Sky is when the football season's on. That's
TV's dying out slowly, man. It's got another 5 years left, man.
Yeah, it's apps. I really think we're getting one more big sign. He says, Ivan, I think we will. Who likes a new badge?
I love it, man.
My brother-in-law did that for me.
I think you should do what I said, Jamie, with that badge. Remember that thing I told you about merch with the football tops, bro? No one's doing it. It doesn't exist on YouTube. So if you see everyone's copy it.
On a football top.
Yeah.
And get a fake Umbro sign.
Yeah, because remember, like, it's probably a cheat code to merch, to be fair, because you'll buy it like you're a Sunday League manager, and then you go to a shop getting printed. Bob's your uncle, bro.
Yeah, he got the old 1990 Liverpool badge. Remember the old 1990?
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, he lives out in Asia at the moment. He's in Cambodia. He's at
nice.
Thailand, Cambodia. He's in between and all that. And yeah, he's been out there for like 3 years now. I mean, he's a good bloke. He's my brother-in-law, my wife's brother. He's a top boy. And he just messaged me today when I'll send you that, man. I thought, cheers, mate. He's when I've been playing about with things. I saw your badge. I thought, give it.
Yeah, it's sick.
I like it because I said to him that can go on merch.
Yeah, man, I like it.
Go on merch. Let me just read these chats out, guys, and we'll move on. And LFC Media have been briefed, Jamie. We're getting a midfielder. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone watched Coppish earlier. So Mo
was on there,
and Mo's a finance expert. He knows his stuff. He's basically saying Liverpool have money. Liverpool have money. Don't worry about it. The thing with journalists, even the great Paul Joyce, he only gets told what they want to tell him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he tells you more of the facts. But he can only tell you what he's heard. You know,
and the thing is, sometimes they'll feed him stuff.
Yeah.
On purpose. Like he wouldn't even know. He wouldn't even realise, but
it's like Dave Meltzer in wrestling, isn't it?
It's exactly like Dave Meltzer. He's actually quite smart because if you want everyone to, because all eyes are on Liverpool now because we spent so much money on Nunez, you want everyone to think that Liverpool can't afford buying a midfielder. That way, everyone just relaxes and goes, "Oh, we need to splash on this." And then remember, the transfer window's been open a couple. Our fan base is the only fan base that are speaking like there's 24 hours left of the transfer window. It's just opened.
It's only been open 24 hours. It's like you're really hungry and McDonald's has got 3 minutes left to shut before it shuts.
Yeah, it's just like
you're running in there quickly to get everything. You know what I mean? That's what it's acting like.
And we're too smart for that, man. We already know. Like we should know by now. We're Liverpool fans, man. We don't do stuff like that. So everything is meticulous.
Jamie, I think Darwin looks like that. Shit, I think you meant to say there. Joan, do best play Liverpool. Need a hot man like him. All right, Camino, if that's your thing, that's your thing, my friend. I am not going to. Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Gunben094, loving your stream, bro. New to the channel, big up. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, the channel is blowing up lately. Yeah, I mean, we've got 71 people watching right now, like at 20 or 11 at night. It's mad.
Yeah,
absolutely mad. You guys are fantastic, and I couldn't do this without you guys. So. And we've got new shows coming up. We've got the Tuesday night show now from this Tuesday. Me and my host there every week, Savage. Taking your calls. You guys asked me to do a calling show. John's right on that. Oh, so every Tuesday night, John, 8 p.m. There's a call-in show now.
I'm all over that shit.
Yeah, you're all over. So yeah, guys. So more think the channel's going to get bigger and better. And Gunben, I appreciate your super chat, my friend. The badge looks good. Yeah, I like it. My brother-in-law did a good job. Matheus Nunez would be perfect for us. Yeah,
He's good, man.
he's a very good. I had to look at him because I don't know a lot of him, but I had to look at him and he does look good. Sean Ross Sapp. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp's the man. He's better than Meltzer.
He's proper cool with him, man. We have conversations all the time. But the thing is, as much as I like him, people just need to know with the football dudes and the wrestling dudes and stuff, you're not an insider. They're telling you on purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
Apparently, Vince. Before we get off about this, just to get the wrestling thing finished. Vince used to tell Delph Meltzer things that he knew weren't true.
Yeah, he did.
Prime off sense and stuff like that. And Meltzer would report it like a madman.
Yeah, he did.
So he's got the knowledge, and it's like Vince is laughing like Vince can't stand it
because it's advertising without having to spend money, and people know that like he's quite respected, Dave Meltzer, in terms of knowing stuff. So if you just tell him, listen, Brock's coming back potentially, then everyone starts. Okay, Brock's coming back. Let's buy the tickets, and then he comes back. Simple.
Yeah, I mean Brock will come back. Let's face it. Nunez, Palqueta, Andre Trinidad, is it? For midfield. Big shout out to you, Jamie, and all on the string tonight. We are Liverpool. Get it, let's go. Big up to you, Red Scat. Big up to Red Scat as well. He feeds me a load of information on Twitter, and I really do appreciate it. But Red Scat, as you know, I can't always reply to everything on Twitter all the time because I've got 3 young ones, a wife, and a cat. And life's hard sometimes. You know what I mean?
Big up the cat, man.
Yeah,
the cat's been sacked.
No, the cat's not allowed upstairs, John. It has to stay downstairs. It makes me sneeze enough as it is. I've had that thing for 14. I've had the cat for 14 years since he was 6 weeks old. I love him. That's an
absolute disgrace, Jimmy. That cat meter.
I can't have him round my neck. He follows me everywhere.
That cat meter channel, and you sacked him.
He was the star at the start of it, wasn't he? Big up Anfield, Rod.
Big up,
Rod. If you want to come on, mate. Rod, if you want to come on, the link is in the chat, Rod. So just come on, mate. What do you think of the new away kit? So is it that one that that model accidentally
the green one?
I don't know. Is it the marble one or a different one?
Yeah, the
green one.
Whoever he was.
The green and orange.
So it's like a tea or green, ain't it?
Oh, really? I don't know if I've seen it.
It's gorgeous.
See if I can get it up. Let me see if I can get
it
up.
I might have seen it. I don't know.
Hang on, let me see if I can get it up. Talk about yourselves 1 second.
I usually have the hookup with the kits first, with like knowing what they're gonna look like. Because I got a guy called Zinchu who works in the warehouse and that in China, so he knows what they look like before they come out and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I don't know.
Absolutely gorgeous. If it's true, then take my money. Just take it.
John's all over it, man. John gonna remortgage his whole house for Liverpool kits, bro. I already know.
I'm telling you. The away kits are nicer than the home kits these days.
Yeah, you know what gets me as well. Sometimes the training tops are nicer than the kit as well.
Especially that green one's brought out towards the end of the season.
Yeah, the black and green with a bit of gold on it.
Yeah.
The only problem I have is the massive AXA across the chest, man. I hate it.
I don't like the AXA.
That's it there.
I hate it. So that's that one.
That's the room of the way.
Mate, if that's the real one, if my missus is watching,
sort it out. There's Father's Day.
Sort it out. Nah, she has to get me that just for being alive, not for Father's Day.
That is a lovely topic. It's true. I'm hoping it is because
it's a bit like Finger, though, isn't it? I've got Alisson's goalkeeper top. What's a bit swirly like that as well, but it's white where the red is.
Nothing's better than Alisson's black kit with the gold.
Oh man, and the New Balance. The kit we won the Champions League in, but then there's a black one and they made a gold badge on it.
Mm-hmm.
Stars around it. Dope.
Yeah, because Nike don't make black hat kits, do they?
Nah.
But the New Balance black hat kits.
Have you seen the blackout range in the LFC shop? When I went to Anfield the other day when the parade was on.
Yeah.
All of the classic kits, all the candy kits and everything, they've got a blackout range to all of it.
Yeah. They've got a blackout range.
Mate, I was so tempted to spend my money in there, but you can't flip and see it, can you? So
that is the thing. Madrid are preparing a £78 million for Bellingham. Reports coming from Spain and Germany will force Liverpool to act. This is what people are hoping. The problem with Real Madrid want a player, they usually get him. Real Madrid are a different animal.
I agree, Jamie.
And that is the thing. It might force our hand, but this ain't like when we went for Diaz against Spurs. This is Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are just I
think Real Madrid's the one team that can't force a hand because they're so big and people want to play for them. Yeah. And like I said to you yesterday, much as Jude wants to play for Liverpool, he's so young that he can still play for both teams, man.
Yeah, he's a baby still.
But Jude's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, he is, but it's Real Madrid.
He's a Liverpool fan, but it's Real Madrid, don't it? I mean, if there is one team that can turn
Real Madrid, I do not say Real Madrid.
I think if there is one team that can turn your head, it is probably Real
Madrid. Remember back in the day when we used to watch football, it was always in reverse. So everyone would leave the Prem and go to Real Madrid, Beckham, McManaman, and all these players. But I think now it's like it's the opposite way around because everyone's starting off in teams abroad. Then like what's that player for Bayern Munich that is dope, man? He's English and he was in the England game the other day. You know which guy I'm on about? He's about 18. He's dope, man.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
And he was running us ragged and that. He done it. He was a Chelsea player, and Southampton.
Yeah. And he just left. There's a lot of like you're saying, English players are now going abroad and experiencing new things at a very young age. Where before it used to be English players would go abroad eventually when they hit 29, 30.
Exactly.
For a payday. And now they're going at a younger age, which makes them better footballers. Because you go experience new things.
Yeah, and Spain's
I think Jude's first choice, but if we can't get him this summer, Nunez Baqueta for me, I'm manifesting both. That's the manifest my man, do it. Love the show, big up, Scout. Thank you very much. I doubt we'll get Bellingham this summer, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Exactly. Yeah, that's the green one. Yeah, it's Hill.
Oh, that's it. It's Musiala. That's who it was. Jamal Musiala.
Ah, you got it.
He's so good, man.
If we did happen to sign Nunez, can you imagine the commentator saying Nunez to Nunez? And Nunez again. Nunez scored again. They were saying the names the wrong way around. Yeah, because one's got an S, one's got a Z, don't it? Yeah, well, I can guarantee you like this. Mark Vince McMahon, one of them's changing their name.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
You can't have two of the same name in one team.
I'm going to be called None.
Yeah. None.
Vince hates last names, man. Jesus.
Yeah. Some of them do work, though. Some of them do work. I will say that.
They do work a lot, but because of how wrestling is nowadays, it looks weird when everyone's just got one name.
I think Cesaro worked. Just the one name.
Yeah, instead of Antonio Cesaro.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali's changed his name about 4 times in the last month. It was Ali and Mustafa Ali, and then
yeah. Apparently, I showed everyone the wrong kit. Ali just shared me. Hang on, what Ali? You just
don't disappoint me, man, because the one you showed me just was.
You showed the wrong kit.
Yeah, I did show the wrong kit. So it's this one, and this is nicer. Actually, I think you know what? It might have been the same one, but sometimes color on different cameras can be a bit a bit different. Right, let me get this one up then. Right, let me show you guys with this one. Because this is actually the one I have seen. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there it is. So
that's one I've seen.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
Saucy.
That's nice. I think the way
go for dinner with that one.
Yeah, you can. Got you a nice pair of jeans, and wear that on. Yeah, that's nice. The thing with the away kits, I think they can play about them a bit more, can't they? Because they're not going to be worn as much as the home ones.
How red is the red though? Is it proper red or like the red or the crimson?
I think it
looks more orange.
Yeah, I think it's like that Liverpool orange that we.
Oh mate, I got sunglasses on. I don't know, man. Leave me alone.
I think it's the same as we had on the home kit this season.
Crimson,
that burnt orange colour.
Mm.
That what is it they called it? Shankly
crimson,
orange,
crimson red.
Yeah.
They tried to give us some story behind it as well. Dead
yeah,
story,
the Shankly story. It's about Shankly.
Yeah.
It's orange.
Yeah.
Smash them lights, yes, people. Smash the lights. We've got 137 people in the house.
Come on.
At 11 o'clock almost 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, smash the lights, guys. We're only on 30 likes. Everyone get the likes up, guys. Come on, you know what to do. Phone and tablet. Take your finger over and press that fun button. Come on, guys, get them likes up. I know nothing about the Nunez guy, but if he's willing to give everything for the badge and he's up to the standing, which I guess he would be if Klopp wants him, then bring
perfect attitude to have, man.
That's what you want, man. That is what you want. will not get into a bidding war with Madrid.
100%.
You got to lose. Andrew, sorry I'm joining late. I just want to say I hope yours have a good day. I'm still buzzing, not only the Nunez signing, but Jurassic World movie the other day was incredible. I suppose what eyes you're seeing it from. That is apparently the lowest rated, the lowest reviewed Jurassic Park movie ever, apparently.
I've done a movie review on it, man, and I was a bit confused by the time I got to my review. I don't think it was terrible, but it's not. There's too many down spots and it's too much damn talking, man.
Did nostalgia ever kick in when the old guys came back?
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. Real Madrid don't want the space for another foreign player at the moment, but they're waiting for Vinny Jr. to get his Spanish passport. Exactly. So when Vinny Jr. can get citizenship this season coming.
Yep.
So once he gets that, it's classed as a Spaniard, which then they can buy a foreign player. So that's why everyone's like Liverpool can't wait about it. Just go and get the deal done now. But we really can't actually buy him at this moment in time. So, yeah. So do we do a Naby loan buy thing, then loan him back? You could also do like almost like a handshake deal where you could put like a down deposit down. You know, like you go on holiday, you put a deposit down.
Yeah, proper handshake.
No,
not the Hell Hydra Hurricane handshake.
Yeah, not that one.
We had a handshake agreement. Is he an idiot?
Just call it bam.
Man, that's what happens when your brother's your agent, bro. His brother done him over, man.
Oh, big time. Yeah, you shook the chairman's hand now. He's never going to go back on that.
Yeah, man. Big up Rod, man.
The businessman who writes.
Yeah, where you saying from?
Big up, Rod. They do, my man.
Big up, man.
How you doing, fella?
I am good, man. Just popped in there for a look of peace still, because I'm waiting for my clothes to dry in the dryer. So pop here for a look of peace.
There you go. Let the clothes dry. You chill.
Yeah, man. Ain't no wet settings, you know. No, you're good, though.
Yeah, we're good, mate. We're doing well. So
What's the subject, G?
So we're just looking at midfielders for Liverpool this season, my friend. We're looking at Liverpool midfielders because did you see any of Kopish earlier?
A little bit of it. I didn't watch it because I was eating my food. I watched a little bit of it. They was talking about cutting germs, didn't they?
Yeah, no, thingy on the show. What's his name? Can't remember his bloody name now.
Mo.
What? Cal?
Mo. Yeah, Mo. No, they had Mo. This bloke called Mo on it is a finance expert.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he was talking about Liverpool and how much money Liverpool actually do have money to spend this summer, and he can see Liverpool still doing business. So there's been other shows today as well that talk about midfielders, and I did a show this afternoon looking at the squad. So me and Rams are on that show. Rams is on with me for the time.
Okay.
And we're looking at the squad, and we're quite happy with the squad in certain areas, and we compared it to cities at the same time. So I can get that up now as well. We can go through it as well, actually, and look where we need to strengthen. Because the defensive and goalkeeper area are solid. I mean, our defensive line, solid. Goalkeeping area, solid. Attacking line, solid. It's the midfield line. Let me get it up because there is space in our midfield. Our midfield is probably our weakest point, I would say. And not to the fact that it's proper weak, because if it was proper weak like everyone suggests it is, we wouldn't have done what we did.
100%.
In these seasons.
Yeah.
I think everyone's a bit reactionary. Like I've seen some tweets, John. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter as well, but I've seen some tweets saying if we don't get a midfielder this summer, our season's over before it began.
Yeah, I've seen loads of people say that.
Bit strong, isn't it?
It's just fucking stupid.
I mean, why? What? We're going to fall that badly?
No.
That'd make more sense if we had lost Thiago for being.
They said it last season.
Yeah, they did say it last season because we only bought Canate and then we almost won a quadruple. You just can't.
Yeah.
You can't win.
It makes no sense.
There has to be. Look, I can understand people are angry and upset and things like that, but you've got to be rational with what you're thinking. Don't just quickly try and put it out there in the world because it make you look silly sometimes. Now, this is. Go on.
I do think, and I mean, I like our midfield. Don't get me wrong, I like our midfield, but I do think we could do it a bit more attacking emphasis. Understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? But I do like our midfield. I mean, when you look at our midfield, there's nothing really wrong with it apart from the fact I think we need somebody that's going to sort of like drive forward a bit more. Because as I said on other streams and that, it seems like some of the midfielders are kind of like doing the same thing. Do you know what I mean? And
Agreed.
you know, it's like if you're chasing a game like we're chasing Real Madrid and everything that, and you're bringing on Naby Keita, which is like, don't get wrong, he's not a rubbish player. I think he's a good player, but he does basically the same thing in midfield as what other people do in midfield. You know what I mean? So you're not getting anything different. Do you know what I mean? To sort of like, you know, grab that game and sort of like get forward in the game. Do you know what I mean? So if anything, I'll probably say that buying somebody with a bit more attacking emphasis, or even like playing Oxlade-Chamberlain, try and play him like further advanced. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, change the system and try and make it playing further advanced to get that attacking emphasis. Because we haven't had anybody that will shoot outside the box since Coutinho. Have you really? Do you know what I mean? We haven't had nobody that can sort of like that would, you know, would take that chance and pam a goal. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only thing. But apart from that, if we didn't get a midfielder this season, I wouldn't be unhappy. I wouldn't be unhappy. I'll be all right. Do you know what I mean? I'll be all right because I do feel it, and they sort of like we can, you know, we can still do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. So let's have a look at the squad. This is our squad overall. So our goalkeeping situation is Alisson and Kelleher, 1 and 2. I think we can all agree 2 very good goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Then you got Adrian. Let's face it, Adrian is Adrian, but apparently behind the scenes, everyone loves him.
He's a nice guy, isn't it?
And then you got Peter Hugo as that young Brazilian goalkeeper that was recommended by Alisson. So, you know, he might have bright. We don't know about his future. It could be bright. You don't know. He's 19. Then the defensive side of things. This is where we're stacked. So you got Virgil, Canate, Gomez, Simicas, Robbo, Matip, Nat Phillips, Trent, Sepp Vandenberg, and Nico Williams. And also had the hologram, Ben Davis. So
hologram,
so in that defensive...
Who's Ben Davis?
Yeah, exactly. So in that defensive area, we're stacked. I mean, Van Dijk, there ain't many better 4 centre-backs than Van Dijk, Canate, Joe Gomez, and
Matip.
I mean, that's 4. If you put them against City's 4 centre-backs, I'd arguably say we have the better 4.
Yeah,
You're forgetting that, Phil.
Yeah, Nat Phillips is the 5th. And the thing with Nat Phillips, apparently Jurgen Klopp thinks Nat Phillips is going to be Joel Matip's long-term successor. That's the rumours coming out. And that's why he only wants him to go on loan and not sell him. So he wants to go on loan to Bournemouth for another season. And he wants him as Joel Matip's long-term successor. Which, to be fair to Nat Phillips, a player that had no right to be playing for Liverpool at one time, came in, showed what he's got, helped us get into the top 4 that season.
He was quality.
Good season. Now going back on loan. And if the boss thinks that much of you, yeah, he's got a good future. He could have a bright future. He's only young as well. He's only 25. So
yeah, he just looks older, innit? Nat Phillips, man. I just want the best for him, man. He's a good player, man. Isn't he?
Yeah, I like Nat Phillips.
He can tell he loves playing for Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll put his head for a brick wall.
Put his head for a brick wall for many times.
Yeah, he would. He'd do anything for Liverpool, man. You seen him when he had the bandage around his head and he just carried on, bro. This is a nut job, bro. Terry Butcher style, man.
Apparently, Mönchengladbach wanted to keep him, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mönchengladbach wanted to keep him. They said that they didn't want to give him back. He was so good at it in Germany. They said, like, we want to keep him. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I think he's amazing. I think he's amazing. That when he came in, I think that he came in and it was like he's been playing for sort of like Liverpool for like 10 years. Do you know what I mean? He just came in and just dominated. Do you know what I mean? Nothing was beating him in the air. Nothing.
I have a feeling that he'd look better at a different club, you know. I don't want him to, but you know, because of our style of play. I reckon if he was at Man U, I don't want to play for Man U, but say if he was at Man U or Chelsea, people will be talking about him being one of the best centre backs because you know our high line and stuff for people who you have to learn that role. You can't just get put into it. You can't come out the cold and do it because he's not the fastest on it. So trying to on a half turn, and if you get it wrong and having to sprint back, it's just not his game. But regular old school defending, tackling, heading the ball away, reading the game. He's got a good pass as well, and he's obviously great in the air. Listen, he's better than Maguire, bro. I said it, so whatever.
Well, Man U paid 80 million for Maguire, so Nat Phillips is worth 80 million.
This is what I keep saying. What's the difference? In reality, what is the difference between Harry Maguire and Nat Phillips?
After I seen the England highlights yesterday, I'm telling you, bro.
Nat Phillips better defender.
Maguire
is better overall.
I think actually Nat Phillips is more athletic than Maguire.
Maguire's a fridge, bro. He's a botch.
Yeah, he does.
My mum's 79. She's better than Harry Maguire.
Bro.
Do you know what I mean? Seriously.
Yes, we need to strengthen the midfield, especially in the attacking midfield. But to say the season's over before it began is a load of crap. Yeah, exactly. I think keeping Nico Williams would be better than signing Calvin Ramsey. But
I know it's unpopular, but I think the same.
But if Nico wants to go, let him go. I think that is the only reason we're getting Ramsey in, because Nico wants to
because Nico doesn't trust that he's going to get any game time. And
Nico, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But when you watch Nico Williams play for Wales, the man...
He's a baller, bro.
Man balls out.
Can I just ask, like...
He's a good
when Jamie, you mentioned this a few times about people overreacting, and we went in depth with it before about Curtis Jones. And the fact that we could pinpoint the game when everyone turned on him means that everyone's overreacting on it. Because remember that game, he didn't give away a goal. He gave away a throw-in, and then the throw-in led to the goal, and everyone acted like he'd committed murder. Somebody tell me the game when Nico done something terrible. Not when he just played average, but when did he play terrible?
Never.
I'm sorry, guys, but Nico Williams is not on Ramsey's level.
I mean,
on Ramsey's level?
Ramsey's a lot better player than Nico Williams.
To be fair to John.
No, I don't agree with that.
John's in Scotland.
Ramsey's got the cross on him, though. Tell you that. But.
He's got a cross, but...
Ramsey is very much like Trent, only he's probably better at defending. Trent.
But that wasn't the question, though, John. I just want to know what Nico done wrong. So you're probably right.
No, he's done that.
That's
wrong.
what I wanted to know. Yeah, because
he's done that, but if you're talking about keeping Nico and not bringing Ramsey,
I'm
sorry, I get rid of Nico and bring Ramsey in.
Even if they're trying to get more money out of us, or would you still take him? I don't know, because I don't watch him. So if you know about him, then
because Ramsey is going to be worth 4 or 5 times that.
Oh, fair enough. Get him in.
Yeah, I mean, John, to be fair, he's in it.
Yeah. Listen, I can't lie. I ain't going to pretend like I watched Ramsey, bro. I didn't even know who he was until we wanted him. And then...
No, neither did I. I just went and looked at his stuff. So I actually watched a few actual Aberdeen games for 90 minutes.
Ramsey,
I know he was. And he's Trent-esque with his passing.
Yeah.
It's like Trent. Not obviously as good, but he's got
he's
that
better at defending than Trent, though. I've seen it.
He's got that ability to find a pass, and he's got a very...
he's a better set piece taker than Trent.
Yeah.
It's
Trent's inconsistent.
Yeah. With Trent set pieces, I always think he's always better if someone rolls in the ball and he has a free kick.
Yeah, he is.
Then a standing set piece with Trent. I think it's excellent that. But yeah, I mean, Ramsey's going to cost 10 million probably. Nico wants to go. I think Nico wants to go. I actually think if Nico wanted to stay and fight for his place, we wouldn't be going after it. I think we'd just keep Nico. But
to be fair, alone does that to you.
The man had to black out his Twitter because of the abuse he got.
And that was wrong. That was wrong.
His Twitter because the abuse he got. I mean, would you want to stay? Would you want to stay somewhere when you're getting abused like that? But not doing anything wrong because he's not Trent. It's not fair.
That's not Liverpool fans, but that's not Liverpool fans.
It's just not fair to him. It's not fair to him.
He's actually not a bad player, to be honest. He's actually not a bad player.
For Wales.
I think he's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know when he gave Nico Williams at the day a run of games, he gave him like a run of games and that. He did look decent when he had a run of games. Do you know what I mean? So I do think Ramsey, he's good, but I just feel a bit sorry for Nico Williams. I think that he should have been given more of a chance than what he is being given. Do you know what I mean?
I think Nico's more
playing for Fulham. He done his standing for Fulham.
Yeah, I think Nico's more a wing back than a full back. I think that's what Nico is.
He was brilliant for Fulham.
Oh yeah, but with Fulham, for he he had a lot more games with Fulham. A lot more games. He played a whole season with Fulham. You know what I mean? When he was with Liverpool, he didn't play as much games as he's playing with Fulham. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that kind of proves my point. I think he probably should have been given more of a run. Do you know what I mean? Than what he did. What he did.
Right. I've got a complaint to make.
Completed it.
This is a public service announcement right now. So, we got a dinner from the kebab shop tonight, and obviously we got a drink with it. So we got a bottle of a very, very popular fizzy drink. I'm not going to say the name. They have Father Christmas on their advertising at Christmas time, so we all know the drink, yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at the date today. Well, not looking at the date. This bottle came with Santa on it, and we.
A boss man sold you that, innit? I'm telling
and
you. Bro.
June. So I'm looking.
Boss man got that from Costa last year, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm looking at the date now because it is a little bit. It isn't that carbonated. It's still fine, and it was the 1st of May. So yeah, it's a bit out of date.
I would get the ball growth already.
That is hilarious, man.
That is my public complaint here.
I don't blame you, man. You know when you go to the shop and boss man's trying to sell you something out of a multi-pack, and on the packet it says "Do not sell separate." Yeah, boss man don't care, bro. He's man trying to sell me 50B stuff for 150.
I've got a feeling he's had. Look, we all know what drink is. I think he's got a shitload of these bottles. He's desperate to get rid of. That's in his fridge.
Yeah, we're going to have a fucking shitload of shit later on.
I mean, it tastes all right. It's just no carbonation there.
That's wrong, man.
Sign Calvin Ramsey, and then to be fair, don't watch much of Scottish League. Just think that Nico is good enough to be a backup for us. I still think Julian the Magician Ward will still pull off. Fucking light. Sorry. I think Julian the Magician Ward will still pull off one more rabbit out of his hat. Right. You lot continue for 1 second while
yeah, trust me, that looked like correct, bro. I don't know what happened there, man.
What does everybody think about Jude Bellingham? The links.
Jude's my guy, man. That's my dude, bro.
Yeah. I want him this season, man.
Go big this summer and get him.
I promise one thing, because you know, when we're in for somebody and then everyone's unsure, then people start trying to downplay his talent just in case we don't get him. So like I've seen the last couple of days he's overrated and all this business. Bro, trust me, this guy is
a baller.
Bro, he's so good, man. He's so good, so young.
Fucking different gravy.
Liverpool fan. Listen, bro.
Why don't we go out and get him, man? Why don't we just go out and just get him, man? Just get him.
You know what it is?
I 100% agree. Put a £90 million after him and go get him.
Just go and get him, man. Just do something, man.
It's seeming like there's something behind the scenes in it, where whatever Dortmund are saying in it, because
the money is sitting there. Go get him.
I think as soon as somebody puts in an offer for him, I think Liverpool will straight away. But
they can talk about Real Madrid, didn't they? Real Madrid are looking at him.
Well, they're the only other club, ain't they?
You can't wait until next summer because you need to deal before the World Cup comes around.
That's what I said, John. If he has a good World Cup, that money's going straight up.
What?
Doubles in price.
Yeah.
There was no carbonation in this drink.
You're definitely having a shit later on.
I'm just thirsty. So I'm drinking.
Oh, Helen's gone bed, man. Good night, Helen.
Good night, Helen.
Easy, Helen. Big up yourself.
Oh, Liz as well. Night, Liz.
Night, Liz. Thanks for coming in, though. I know it's late. I appreciate it.
Shout out the ladies, man.
Yeah, I've got a few DMs yesterday. Saying the show was hilarious, where we went just completely off topic.
I went off on one, bro. You shouldn't have done that to me, because I went and watched Footballers' Wives today, bro. Crazy.
I found it on that BritBox.
Yeah.
I found it on that BritBox, and I started watching it. Oh my god, I was in bits.
You're talking about fucking the
Dream Team, man.
Yeah.
That's me, Harchester United. Come on, I might get the kit still.
We just went.
What, Dream Team?
Yeah, we went off topic for a good hour.
Come with fucking shiny stickers and everything.
Hey, listen,
we should all get Jamie. You've got enough subscribers now, innit? So we get a petition going and get the program back, bro.
Yeah, man.
And we'll just say that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a bit too far.
They still haven't wrapped it up where that plane went. They went into the Champions League. They went on the thing in the plane. The plane crashed, and they never found any of the players. The next episode, they had a new team, and that's not how it works.
No, mate.
Next episode, they only had Fletcher and Naismith, and the rest of the...
That dream team was modelled on Man United.
Yeah.
It's modelled on Man United, but they couldn't actually call it that, so they just called it Harchester.
And they played all their games at the New Den.
Yeah, rotted.
They
confused me a little bit.
And they tried to make sure they didn't get like the Millwall logo that's on the stadium in shot. Yeah. But sometimes the cameraman weren't that good.
I just remember Naismith taking out Solskjaer, bro, and I was confused as a kid. I was like, how are they doing this, bro? And they just used to film the Man United players' feet and the back of them for the free kicks.
Yeah.
And then does everyone remember? We were cracking up at this yesterday. Does anyone remember when Sky Sports actually fought for Liverpool actually buying the Italian centre back that Harchester United was selling to Liverpool in the actual programme?
And they went to his
house. The actual programme, Harchester United had the Italian, I think it was either French or Italian, Argentinian or something like that. Yeah. And he was like a Playboy centre back. And in the programme, Liverpool put a bid in for him, but Sky Sports thought it was real and went and interviewed the actor. They thought he was the real footballer.
For fuck's sake.
Does anyone not remember that? Go on YouTube and find it. It's absolutely hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious, man. The shit he used to put on TV.
Oh, man. Big up Firmino. Teeth. Love that name. Jamie and the guys, Madrid don't want him now. They want him for next summer. Liverpool said they don't want him. I don't know when Liverpool want him for this summer or next summer. We could do a pre-deal for next summer. It's going to be an interesting one. We could do a Van Dijk. Where that's the player we want. We just go and get him.
Usually with Dortmund, it depends on who they bring in. They normally bring in some other young prospects to replace whoever they've sold. So if they went and got somebody before the transfer window's over, a couple of players, then it could be possible.
That's the problem.
Would you give 8 million plus Naby?
Just shift off Naby.
Naby would be great in that league, man.
Naby's ball Germany because he liked that's his style. Big up Mr. Sinclair, who says it's 8 a.m. here in Australia. Big up Sinclair.
Australia and that.
Morning to you, my friend.
Trust me, home and away and that. You flaming galah. Come on.
I love the dedication from the subscribers.
Big up Alf and them man there, bro.
Would you say home and away?
Yeah, man. Big up Alf and Irene and them, man.
Shut up, man. Stop that.
Did Neighbours just have their last ever episode of saying
yeah, man. R.I.P. Neighbours, bro. Come on.
Dumb. 40 years.
Oi, do you know in Dream Team, that guy for Neighbours was in there, innit?
Yeah,
he played Australian, didn't he? Who was it again? I can't remember the guy's name now. But he was like, he was in there. He was in there for a couple of, I think for a whole season.
Paul Daniels, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because he actually invested into sort of like Harchester United, and he was rich.
Yeah. He's some
man. Big up Neighbours, man. The birth Kylie Minogue, like that.
I think
it's true, though, isn't it?
I think the story was that Paul Daniels sold Lassiter's and was able to buy Harchester United.
Fuck's sake. Oh, mate.
But big up Mr. Sinclair. What if we don't sign a midfielder but sign Ramsey, then put Trent in midfield? I've seen a lot of people say that already. I just don't think Trent works in midfield. He won't have time on the ball to do what he wants.
He played in midfield in the youth setup, and then once you've adapted your game to right back, it's kind of hard to go back because you can tell with Trent, it's nothing against him, but he's so comfy in knowing his surroundings and stuff. That's why sometimes he gets lazy with the passing. Like he'll just send a long ball for no reason because he can.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's in midfield and he tries that, someone's going to take the ball off him, bro.
But didn't Gerrard start off? Gerrard started off as right back, didn't he? He started for right back. And then
Gerrard's God, bro. That's the difference.
Yeah.
All right, then. All right, then. Say that.
There's a difference, ain't there?
You are right, bro. But you know what it is? No one can come from behind Trent at right back and take the ball off him. He's always no one's going to be there. Whereas once he's in midfield, everyone's going to know I'm chopping Trent down. They're going to put people on him. And
imagine the press that Trent would be under if
Can you imagine playing against this Tottenham team now? They're going to have Basuma with Trent in midfield. They're going to clamp him, bro. Højbjerg and them.
Leave him in that right back. So the rest of the squad. So I'll leave midfield as the last. So the goalkeeper and defence area, solid. We're all happy with that. The forward line going into this season, you got Darwin Nunez, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota.
Come on.
Minamino, because he's still there at the moment. Mo and Bobby Firmino. That is
and Mane. Mane's still there, you know. Mane's still there, you know.
Mane's there. He's there at the moment. He's basically the airport. Go on, no, I think Mane's gone now, mate.
I don't know.
But Liverpool's going to pay hardball, though. Liverpool's going to pay hardball.
This was take Thomas Muller off them.
Well, the reports coming out now is that they've agreed a price. So,
well, we don't. He's saying a new contract.
I mean, I'd love him to. If we kept Mane, then and get Darwin Nunez and got another, and we got Luis Diaz in, Jesus Christ, cooking.
I think it's too far gone for him now, man. Even if he stays, he's going to be unhappy.
And also, you've got to put into that attack this season coming up as well. Fabio Carvalho looks like he's apparently the rumor. He's going to play in that front three and eventually come down to midfield. After a year or so of being into the team and adapting to the side, you don't want to put a 19-year-old new in the Premier League in Liverpool's midfield. That's just suicide.
Man, unless he's good, if he's good enough, though.
I mean, if he's good enough, he's old enough. At the end of the day, he's good enough. He's old enough. So I think they'll look at him, see what he's like in the forward area, maybe try him out in certain games. But yeah, he
was on the left for us for a bit, and then he started to drift into the number 10 spot.
Yeah. Coutinho went deeper, didn't he? And obviously, the players we've released this season: Karius, Divock, Elijah Dixon-Bonner. Who I was surprised we released because there was a lot.
Yeah, I thought he was good.
He said he wanted to go though, innit, as well.
Yeah, he wanted to go. He said it on his Twitter, didn't he?
Yeah, big up to him, man.
Lewis Longstaff, who obviously is the shittiest brother out of the three of them. John Ojo, who's eventually left.
Mate, Shea Ojo's been there for ages. Sorry,
John.
I actually forgot Jay Ojo was still at the club.
Yeah. He's been there since birth, man. He was born at Melwood.
He seemed like a prospect at the beginning, but sometimes it's just styles on that, man.
Yeah, exactly. And Ben Woodburn, who's our youngest ever goal scorer, he's off. And Sean Wilson, he's been released as well.
I thought Ben Woodburn was the truth when he scored that goal, but I thought he was the truth.
Yeah.
Listen, I wish we never got rid of Wilson, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I like him.
Talking about ball carriers when I'm talking about Maddison every week, but this guy plays just like Maddison, and he got a perfect free kick.
No, our mistake getting rid of Ryan Kent.
Oh, he's a baller, isn't it?
Ryan Kent's just he had a bit of
his personal problems in it, man.
Yeah.
I think with Ryan Kent, I think when he went out alone and I think that with Steven Gerrard at Rangers, he got so much football and I think that.
Yeah,
I just didn't think he wanted to go back to playing second fiddle again, not knowing at the day if he's going to get a game or not. Do you know what I mean? And that was one of the reasons why he went. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think he probably thought Gerrard was going to stay as well.
And
Go on, mate. Say again.
We get first option to buy him back, so we do.
No, I think we do. Yeah, I think we've got first option. But, I mean, I don't think that's ever happened though in the history of football.
Never happens, man.
No, I don't think it's ever happened. But he did the right thing for his career, didn't he? Going to Rangers.
Oh yeah.
He did the right thing. Jay Arch says, but he already plays a lot of the time in midfield anyway. When he bombs forward, he sometimes drifts in there, so it won't be too much significant change. I don't think. I think that's about Carl.
Just means Hendo couldn't cover him. No, that's doing a difference, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Big up the game, big up Ravi. The problem is when your starting position is centre midfield, you're in a world of hurt because you've got players behind you, players beside you, and players in front of you.
Yeah.
That's what Savage is saying. Basically, you're going to get smashed. And let's face it, everyone in the Premier League knows how lethal Trent is with his right foot.
Yeah.
They're not going to give him time in midfield.
that new midfield thing, yeah.
Yeah, right back. You're going to get more time at right back because it's
100%.
So it's better for him where to be.
That new midfield thing he done this season, it's a new thing, isn't it? He was getting into he was dead in the centre of the pitch. I don't know what he was doing, but
no, exactly. And like what Trent, I think Klopp said it last season. Why would you put the best right back in the world in midfield?
Yeah, it's facts, man. We can't believe he's the best right back in the world and want to play him in midfield. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's just exactly. And look, he's so dangerous in there. That's just leaving me. And he's making the right back's position a sexy position in football at the moment.
I think Trent's getting better, to be honest.
So he's making that position his own. Big up Ravi, as always, my man. Scout agrees with Savage. Harry Wilson played for Scotland, did he? I thought he's Welsh.
He's Welsh?
He's Welsh, man.
Wilson and Kent wasn't good enough. I mean,
I don't know about that.
I think Wilson didn't get enough game time, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Wilson could have been. Mane, professional. He'll get on with it. Same as Bobby and Salah, they're professionals. They don't want their values to drop. Win for free agents.
Big up, John.
Yeah, exactly. They go. Salah will. I'm telling you right now, Salah's going to outscore everyone next season. They always talk about Nunez and.
He's going to bang so many goals, man.
You're forgetting about this man. Everyone forgets about him every season. Wilson was a player about the time it's hard to get into squad.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a different Liverpool.
It's very difficult getting into our first 11.
Yeah.
Let's face it. I mean, Nunez is not completely and utterly guaranteed, by the way. I mean, he probably will, but it's not like it's a complete guarantee because Jota played well last season. Bobby did. So it's not. More likely it will be, but it's not guaranteed. So the midfield, this is where I think our squad, it don't fall apart or anything stupid like that, but we've got quality midfielders. Our problem in midfield is reliability. So Fabinho, top 3-4 defensive midfielders in world football. I think we can all agree with that. There ain't many better. Maybe just Rodri and Casemiro, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Thiago, fantastic footballer. Stays fit, world-class footballer. I don't care what anyone says. James Milner is perfect for Liverpool Football Club.
Rambo.
Like a lot of people say, he gets a yellow carded a lot because he mistimes his tackles. That's not the truth. He actually does it on purpose.
Yeah.
He does it on purpose. He comes on. Every time he comes on, he's eyeing up who the danger player is the whole match, and he goes straight into him straight away.
I think sometimes.
I bet Klopp tells him.
Yeah, I think you said, I can't remember who you was talking about earlier, Jamie, when you were talking about it was Thiago when you said about his tactical foul sometimes.
Yeah.
That's like a Spanish South America thing. Like they know when De Bruyne does it all the time. He's dirty with it. But sometimes with us, I'm like, yo, we people need to take that off Milner and do it, because when you watch, the West Ham game, we lost. Yeah. Mate, Bowen wouldn't have scored if somebody just clamped him.
Yeah, we let him run all the way, didn't we?
Just let him run through everyone and that.
Yeah. We don't do that enough. We don't do the shit assery enough as a football team.
Man, yeah, Jamie, not only that goal. Oh, my God, it's winding me up even thinking about it now. I've just thought. The 2 games we lost, if you remember, Lookman's goal, it was Henderson and somebody else. And he just turned them and then passed it and ran past Trent. And I was like, hold on a minute. All you had to do was just little cheeky foul on that.
Yeah, man.
They weren't never going to score in that game apart from that. Never. And
that one for the team, isn't it?
Oh, my God, man. It's just football intelligence, man. I don't think there's much wrong with
get out of here.
Big up, John.
Yo, Jamie, I'm shoot off now because I've got to be up early in the morning.
Guys, yeah. I've got a video, guys, tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. as well. Premier League.
But I'll still be my fucking sleeper.
Yeah, I know. I should be still going to be like that.
I'll be on the way back from the gym by then, bro.
Bro, is that you? I'll be at work, man. I'll be
on my way back from the gym, putting us to shame.
Nah, man, I just got to get done early, bro.
The last time I went to the gym, I walked past it to go to the bakery. That was the last time. But no, big up to you two coming in.
Yeah, good night, guys. Take care. Good night.
Tomorrow.
Big up.
All right.
Yeah. Jay, I think that with our midfield, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because like we're talking about personnel and buying players and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think me and you are on the same page with not being too disappointed. You know what I mean? Of course, we probably want a new midfielder, not because of anything to do with the season just gone, just because freshen it up. You want to get better. But sometimes I think it might just be the style of play that we play in, not the formation, but just how we play, might be the reason. Because when I look at people like Harvey's a little bit different because he's been injured a lot so far, because of that big injury, so we ain't been able to tell. And with Curtis, the way we're talking about an attacking midfielder playing is how Curtis played and got picked for our squad in the first place. But then once we got in the squad, you can tell that he's been instructed to do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he plays like our Genie plays, where they don't push on. But when you watch him for England under 21s, when you watch Genie for the Netherlands, they all push on and do the attacking role. So I don't know if it's they don't know how to do two things, what have they been instructed to do, or they've been instructed to just do one thing, and they let the front three take care of it. And when the front three are off the pace, it makes everyone look bad because they can't get you out of trouble then. So
no, exactly. I think that's just the way Klopp likes his midfield to be.
Yeah, because even Tak is a ball carrier. That's what he does.
Yeah. I just think they say he likes his midfield to be Klopp. He likes that high energy, high intensity, get in your face kind of midfield.
Yeah.
And win the ball back, get the ball back quickly, and give it on. I think that's what he likes. That's what he wants. And I think Klopp sees that also as creativity. I was saying it to Rams today because everyone cleans on about creativity in our midfield. And I think Klopp sees our midfield as creative because they win the ball back quickly and they dispatch it to the forwards quickly. Yeah. And I think Klopp sees that as creativity. Yeah. Where we see a creativity as like a Madison who can put the ball over the top or through a gap with an eye of a needle, like Thiago can do, stuff like that. That's what we might see as creativity. But I do think Klopp sees that as creativity.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think we know when Klopp thinks of football in a different way. I kind of like it as well because he kind of calms the fan base as well. But when you're talking about Klopp and Pep thinks of the game more in this cultured tiki-taka Barcelona playing football way, and ours is more. It's more what's effective and efficient in it. So you'll never hear Pep talk about throw-ins and stuff in his tactics.
No.
Whereas I literally seen Klopp and Pep Linders when we won the league. I think they were speaking to Carragher, and it was like, "What's changed this season?" Because the season before, arguably, the football was way better. I think it was anyway. The season before we won the league,
runners up and won the
best football we played.
Champions League. That's the best time, the best football we've ever played.
Exactly, and then all of a sudden, when we won the league, we were just seeing out games, efficient. And when they mentioned it, it was like, well, the first thing we done was the throw-ins got taken quicker, and I was like, what? Of all the things you can talk about, because we're not coaches like that, so I didn't even notice. And then I was like, oh yeah, makes perfect sense. And because of that, it means that you're right. He sees that is the creativity for them, whereas we're all seeing it as this. I think it will change though. I have a feeling he won't change the formation, but I do think that within that three in midfield, one of the people are going to be let off the leash just to do what they want to do. And hopefully, if we buy a player and does it, fine. If we don't buy a player, I think there's loads of players we got who can do it. We just haven't seen them do it yet. So,
I agree, man. I agree. So, our midfield. So we've got Fabinho, Thiago, Jimmy Milner, Naby Keita, Hendo, Ox, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott. They put Carvalho in the midfield. I think he might end up there eventually. Yeah. I think he'll be a forward this season coming. So, if you could wave a magic wand and you say Thiago and Fabinho stay fit all season, no problem. Yeah. no problem, because they're fantastic world-class talents. I've not got a problem with James Milner staying for another year. Some people might. I think I've got no problem with it. Naby Keita is the interesting one. He's 27 now. Obviously, he's got a year left on his deal. Yep. He's only played 116 games for Liverpool.
Yeah.
And Fabinho's played 170. Thiago's played 69. And you think of all the injuries Thiago's had. And he's played 69 games already.
Crazy.
Keita's played 116. So, I like Naby Keita. I actually think he performed better this season, was fitter this season. But the problem with Naby Keita, there was a lot of the times this season he was fit, but Klopp didn't play him.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot. Also, what I think says a lot is that you have a 70% fit Thiago in the Champions League final, but you don't change him for Keita at the start of the game.
Agreed.
And I think that's a problem. I think that's a problem.
I think Klopp's always in a situation where he sees him in training and he puts his trust in them to go and do the same on the pitch.
Mm.
And then he's always a bit baffled why certain things ain't happening on the pitch. Like I said with Naby, it does seem like a weird, like a confidence issue kind of thing. I don't think his ability is a question, but
No, he's got
it just seems to like not know. I don't want to be rude, but I don't know if you want to call it football intelligence or whatever, because there's plenty of players who seem like ballers, but then they just don't do it. And my question is what I was thinking about earlier with Naby, because the problem with our fan base is as soon as you talk about one midfielder, they try and compare it to like the other one. They got nothing to do with each other. Like when I mention Naby, there's no point mentioning Millie to me. The different parts of their career, different contracts, there for different reasons.
Mm.
But if you go through the league and you put Naby in, forget Man City and forget Chelsea, and okay, yeah, and then the rest of the league, just tell me, honestly, off the top, think of everyone's midfield as well. What team does he stand out in? Because I don't think if he played for Brighton, he would stand out better than Trossard or Pascal Gross.
Brighton play a possession-based game, don't they? And they like to zip the ball about, and I don't think that's Naby's game, so he wouldn't stand out there.
Who we got? We got think of the top. Arsenal.
I think it'd stand out in Arsenal for shit. I think it'd stand out there.
The role he would play in Arsenal would be Odegaard, and Odegaard's way better than him.
Yeah, Odegaard's better than him, but I suppose you could play behind Odegaard.
Tottenham. Who did Tottenham play in their midfield?
No, Tottenham midfield's going to be sick next season. So.
Yeah. So Tottenham's out of the question.
Yeah.
It'd stand out in maybe Wolves.
Well, Chelsea, you could argue.
Kovacic.
The way they played at 3.
Maybe Kovacic, Kante. Who did they play in? Who's doing the overall again? Yeah, Jorginho. Oh, no, he's not. This is the problem, man.
Oh, don't it? So, I mean, if you look at Leipzig, Naby, different player, fantastic footballer. That's why we bought him.
Yeah.
But if you never looked at him playing at Leipzig and you didn't know he played at Leipzig, you just seen him play Liverpool, and you've seen him for the first time, you're like, why have we got him?
Yeah, because another thing is
why? What does he give us? Why is it Liverpool? So
every time you ask somebody what tell me Naby's good appearances and that, without trying to trick them, they'll always tell you the game when he scored the goal. But some of the games he scored a goal in, it wasn't good. He just scored a great goal.
No, exactly. The news he said we should sign Sangaré.
He's a good baller, bro.
He's a good footballer. I know people are worried about his pace, and look, our midfield is not the quickest, and I do understand that. I mean, we've spoke about it before, where you can jog past that midfield, and there's no turning. The thing with Thiago and Fabinho, they're controlling the midfield. They're A-star. They're not controlling the midfield. They haven't got no recovery pace. You can get past them. That's why we struggle against Man City in the midfield area and the games we played against them, because their players are quicker than Thiago, and so if they're not controlling the game. The game we won in the FA Cup semi-final, they controlled the game, so we looked electric. But if they can't control the game and get on top of a midfield, unfortunately, when you play the elite sides, they are not quick enough.
So it's a bit of a shame, because I think we might be better than even we think we are, man. When you think to the games that we've struggled in to win and stuff like that, if you look at the goals, they've all been like, Kovacic, great goal. But apart from that, I can't think of like incredible goals that someone scored past us. It's always like switching off, like that Man City game. Jesus' goal. It was a great finish, but it was off a free kick, and everyone just went to sleep.
Yeah. A lot of their goals we conceded last season were through mistakes,
especially the early part of the season, because even Van Dijk and that was a bit switched off.
Yeah, they're all a bit like,
especially that Brentford game, weird game that was.
Yeah, I mean we should have won that comfortably. That game drives me mad now, and the Brighton game when it's 2-0 up at Anfield.
But everyone forgets one of the Brighton goals, man.
It was a fluke. Yeah, the cross.
Yeah, it was
He's still celebrating.
Bro.
He's still celebrating it now, ain't he? Love to him.
Yeah, man.
But Sangaré, look, he's a beast of a midfielder. He's a machine. Apparently, I saw an interview on someone's YouTube channel, and his PSV fan was talking about him on the Liverpool channel. I can't remember when it was now. And he was saying that don't sleep on Sangaré. Yeah, he's not quick, but my God, no one gets past him. He bullies the midfield.
We've seen plenty of class midfielders down who ain't quick. He's still quicker than Fabinho.
Yeah, I
So,
mean but if we can get that sort of midfielder in, that destroyer of midfield, you've got options then, because I think our problem last season was Man City don't do this. When Man City turn up in a game, it's game over. When Liverpool 2 up and win a game, sometimes you're always thinking, hang on, we might need a third. And that happened quite a bit. We give teams a chance sometimes. And I think if you get that sort of defensive, because Pep's done it. Pep ain't afraid of playing Rodri and Fernandinho together when he's 2-0 up in games and stuff like that. He wants to see it out. And I think we need to do that. But we need the defensive mid to do that. Can't just keep relying on Jimmy Milner to come on.
You are right.
Someone like a Sangaré, you're 2-0 up in the game. You want to coast it through, and it's getting a bit difficult now. Get Sangaré on, put him alongside Fabinho, shore it up. Let's see out that game.
Yeah, that period in the season when Man City started to gather all the points ahead of us at the beginning. They people forget. Like, I know how the season finished, but if you go look, they were scraping some wins, man. Like 1-0s on that.
Yeah,
a lot of just 1-0s, getting lucky and holding out. And they struggled against teams like Wolves and Southampton and that.
Yeah.
So it's just, man, it's a hard one.
I think Fabinho scored 7 last season, Stephen. I mean, 7's still good for being a defensive midfielder. 11 would have been outstanding. But I think our midfield did score around 20 goals last season all combined. So it's not the...
You know what stat I want to see, Jay? How many goals were outside the box?
Probably none. I think no. What, Fabinho? No.
Thiago's was outside the box, but
Thiago's against Porto.
Hendo scored that banger in it earlier in the season.
Hendo scored a banger. Keita scored 2
I think
outside.
Keita scored 2. He might score 2
One
volleys,
against Atletico Madrid, wasn't it? And
Trent's free kick.
Trent's free kick.
Newcastle goal that was a kind of a free kick as well.
Oh, that Thiago Porto goal.
It's not more than 10, is it?
No. Thiago's goal got a goal in the Champions League, didn't it?
Yeah.
You'd see that.
I think De Bruyne might have scored 6 or 7 outside the box on his own, mate. And then Rodri.
De Bruyne won City in the Championship. I don't care what.
I have to give it up to Rodri, man. He's a person that
I didn't
think he was that good. He's really good, man.
Top player. I think the Egyptian King says I think we'll definitely get a midfielder in this window. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, so Fabinho, Thiago, Milner, Keita, Hendo.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Ox. So that's more than likely the first team midfielders. And then you've got Keita. You've got Ox, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and probably Carvalho if he plays in that midfield area.
Yeah.
That's 9 midfielders, which is a lot of players.
Yeah.
Considering we only play 3. So there's a lot of choice there. Ox is going. I just don't see Ox a Liverpool player by the time we kick off the season. I'll be very surprised. I mean, that's if there's a player. I mean, he's played 133 games, Ox, for Liverpool, 17 goals, 13 assists. He is the midfielder we're crying out for.
Yeah, he is.
In a weird way. A fit Ox, a 21-year-old Ox, a 22-year-old Ox, right now. Ox is only 27.
Thing is, Jay, if I'm honest, man, there's a small percentage of me that thinks he's still got it.
Yeah, I think
because I can't tell if, and I'm never gonna know about his personal life and stuff like that. He seems happy. I know he had a baby in the season. You know what I mean? So, and he was, to be fair to him, his whole career has been rattled with injuries so much that playing for a club like Liverpool, I know this season he was more fit, but he never has time to get into the groove of stuff. You don't have time because if you had a bad game, someone's going to fall back in place. But if he does stay, and I only say if because I know Klopp loves him, that's the only reason. Klopp was speaking. Remember at the beginning of last season, he was talking about Ox being world class. So
yeah, he knows he's got talent.
If he does stay, obviously I get behind him. I love Ox anyway.
Saying that, I'm thinking now.
Because I was overreacting, to be fair. Like the attitude thing bothered me at the time, but whatever.
Yeah. And he hasn't played since then.
No, he hasn't. So that was his punishment, so he deserved it.
The thing with Klopp, because we had this talk about Klopp being
Yeah.
it's all bullshit because Klopp ain't played him since.
He hasn't, man.
Klopp don't mess around.
Do you remember when he told Milner off?
Yeah.
Milner came off the
We
pitch.
had that argument on the pitch, and then we scored, and they were friends. It was hilarious. And Milner basically went to Klopp, you were right, like that, you were right, sort of thing. Like, but you're allowed disagreements and like that. You're adults. You're grown.
Yeah, man. You heard what Clavan said, bro. Clavan said man was going to fight him, bro. Klopp would have battered him.
Yeah, Klopp. And I don't know. I wouldn't want to fight Klopp.
No, he's a big guy, man.
He's like 6'4". You know, he's got that
tall dude, man.
What I love about Klopp is either got that really happy face or that really angry face. There's no in between, is there?
My favourite Klopp is the confused Klopp. You know, the camera just catches him in his mouth. His mouth wide open.
Yeah. Oh, I love Klopp. I so love him. Big up Nicholas as well. Sangaré could be like Viera. Viera wasn't the quickest. You know, sometimes you don't have to be.
What's that Diaby doing, man? You know the one. What did he play for? Lille.
Yeah, Lille. Yeah.
He's a baller, man.
Yeah, he's very good. And you got Barella at Inter Milan. Another very good player.
Oh, baller.
We got a 60 million goalkeeper, CDO, and now centre forward. We need a 60 million midfielder for the spine. I see what you mean there. I mean,
yeah, spine's important, man.
We just need that one. I'm telling you, we just get that one midfielder in this summer. I think we'll be fine. I really do. That's why I don't believe we're not. But
what would your choice be, Jay? What part of the midfield?
Defensive midfield. I personally want a defence. I know everyone that wants an attacking 8 or someone that gets in the box. I know Stevie was talking about this after the Champions League game. Like he was basically talking about himself. We haven't got a number 8 who can get on the end of crosses and get in the box. And that is true. But at the same time, it's not how we play.
I agree with you. We don't need it. Now we got Nunez, we don't need it. Yeah.
We have a lot of forwards. So Salah can score goals, Jota can score goals, Diaz can score goals, you know, Nunez can score goals, Bobby can score goals. That's 5 players there.
We scored a lot of goals last season, bro.
Bang, we scored 147 goals.
Yeah.
You know, we broke our record. That's the most we've ever scored in a whole competition.
Yeah.
Over all the cups. And so we've got 5 players there who can bang goals. Trent will score a couple a season. Virgil will score a few a season. Kanate will probably score a couple a season. Robbo will get you 1 or 2. You know, the midfielders will score. You know, Fabinho, he'll get a couple. He's got a good long distance shot on him. Thiago will get a couple. You know, Henderson will get his 1 or 2. So the goals will come around. We just don't play in that way. And this is the thing. I don't think Klopp is going to change. So I always talk about 4-2-3-1, stuff like that. Put it to bed, guys. I've really thought about this all day today, actually, when I did my video earlier. I don't think Klopp is going to change anything.
Nope, I don't. I said this, man.
Personnel changes, system stays the same.
I think the system stays the same, and the only thing what changes is, you know, this season when people went to low block, we went 4 up top, and we've done the 4-2-4. I think then it goes to 4-2-3-1 in game if stuff changes.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. But I do agree the fact that you said about defensive mid, because for me, I'm like, we spend that much money on Nunez to be as number 9. We don't really need the attacking mid now.
Bobby can drop deep.
What's Finger doing, man? What's Ndidi doing, man? Leicester, bro.
Oh, he's a very good player.
Because remember when everyone was talking about him a few seasons back, and now he had to play centre back most of last season.
Yeah,
no one ain't talking about him. I said we go creep around the back. He's only young still, 25 or something. Yeah,
Leicester are hard to deal with, aren't they? Look how much they con Man United.
Mate, ain't Klopp still living in Brendan's house, bro? Can't have a word.
Yeah.
His landlord in it, bro. Just
forget about rent.
I think Leicester will be back next season.
I think they'll be decent next season. They finished the season really strong, to be fair to them.
Yeah, they just had loads of injuries, man. You know who I like for them? Pereira, man. He's a baller, bro.
Yeah, very good player. The right back.
Oh, mate. Before he had that horrible injury, they've actually got a good team.
Yeah, arguably, it was him and Trent who were the 2 best right backs.
Yeah, there was 100%.
Very good right back.
They got him. They got James Justin.
Fofana, is it?
Fofana's a baller. Who's that left back for them?
It's James Justin, isn't it?
Oh, James Justin plays left back, isn't it? Oh, mate, their team's all right, man.
Harvey Barnes. Is it Harvey Barnes?
I love Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes.
I thought Klopp was going to get him. Klopp loves that guy. I'm not going to tell
you. Yeah. He's a good player. Vardy's probably got 1 more year in him. Chike will probably play better this season.
Yeah. Harvey Barnes has got thingy about him, innit? Him and Jarrod Bowen are like the same player on different sides.
Yeah, they play very similar, don't they? They are very similar.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes finished us off last season, man.
Yeah, Leicester have got a good team. I think Leicester are a top 8 team. So where they finished last season in 8th,
where did Wolves finish this season? 7th
or 9th?
9th. I think Leicester finished in West Ham's spot, man. I think yeah. Oh, Egyptian King, man. Me and Jamie's been talking about this, man.
We love Maddison. Maddison's someone I love. Maddison in Liverpool's midfield, job done.
What a player, man.
Try down because he could just play in that 4-3-3.
Jay, you've been saying this when I've not been on the show, but I agree with you. I don't think Grealish is rubbish though, but I said before Man City even brought him, not that Man City should buy Maddison because the way they played, they didn't need him. They got De Bruyne. But I at the time thought that Grealish was going to go Man U. And I was like, why would you not buy Maddison, bro? Like, Maddison is that. They didn't have Thingy either at the time. Maddison's better than Bruno, bro. He's better than Grealish.
I think Maddison's better player.
Yeah, different type players, but he's better. I think he's better.
I don't know how Maddison don't play for England. I just don't get it. I don't get it. He's something completely different.
Yeah, Grealish game suffers at Man City because he's used to being the main man and being able to like carry the ball how he wants, but can't do that at Man City. Pep will have your head off.
Away. Did you see how many times Pep was so angry that he was never at the back post sometimes? Because that's where he needs to be. Yeah. I don't know if he'll ever get that into his game because Jack's not that kind of player. You know, Jack don't mind getting the ball from a little bit deeper and taking players on and then looking for the final ball. That's his game.
Bit weird for me because I thought they brought him, but I'm like, I said it in your stream, man. I don't know if you've seen the chat, but I was like, they tried to get Kane, it didn't work, so they just splashed out on whoever they could because they can.
It was a weird signing, wasn't it?
And I was like, you've got Phil Foden, bro.
Yeah, he's a better footballer.
He's a better player. I mean, they've got the team where they can, like, Sterling's gonna probably go, and he's a baller as well. Sterling might end up at Real Madrid, to be honest. I know that last season I wanted him.
Yeah. I mean, Grealish didn't affect their winning the title or not, let's face it. I mean, he could have not played.
Ronaldo was even laughing at it at the parade.
Yeah, City could have still won the league, couldn't they? That's face it. He didn't make an impact. And that's just madness that City can buy a £100 million player one season, doesn't work, go and get Ireland the next. I mean, who else can do that? So, considering City do that, and we're talking about the midfielders we need, but we're right with City, neck and neck.
Yeah.
That's madness. That's madness to me. No, I think Andy Townsend said it the other day. I actually like Andy Townsend. Listening to Andy Townsend cracks me up because he's a Cockney, but he played for Ireland. I just love that.
He's played for Villa, isn't
he? Yeah, Villa, Middlesbrough. He's a great lad. He's a good commentator as well. I like him on commentary.
Yeah, he's commentating on ITV, man.
Yeah, with Clive Tilsley.
Yeah.
I used to love Europe. I prefer Champions League on ITV. I don't care what anyone says. I used to like
Peter Drury all day, man.
Yeah, great times. But he was basically saying for him, City and Liverpool are neck and neck, and whoever just has that little bit, 5-10% extra in their season will win the Premier League. And I agree with him. I agree. I don't think there's a lot. Like, we're looking at the squads, and our goalkeeping situation, I think, is better than City's. I think our attack is better than City's.
Yep.
I mean, now we've got Alvarez and Haaland, you could probably say it might be even, but it's just their midfield area. But City is all midfield. Even their defenders, their left back's a midfielder. The goalkeeper's a midfielder. They're all midfield, and that's where City are so good. Look, Spain won the World Cup. Spain won without a striker.
Yep, no striker, bro. Had Fabregas up top, bro.
Yeah, it's the way they play.
I'm more worried about Alvarez than Haaland, bro.
I've heard a lot of rumours that this kid's special.
Oh man, I watched him play, bro. He's
special.
He's so good, man.
Everyone said he's like the next Aguero sort of player.
Yeah, the thing is with Haaland, we spoke about it before, and I'm not taking anything away from the kid. I was watching his Sky Sports put the video of his 62 goals for Dortmund, and yeah, he's a specimen still. But he doesn't, because Man City won the league and scored so many goals anyway. All it does is takes a few goals off the midfielders, and that's kind of it. He doesn't. I think he'll make more of a difference in the Champions League for them if they need a plan B. He's a big guy. They can start whipping, because Man City don't whip the ball in the box in the air ever.
No.
The hardest scoring headers, it's always across the floor. You know what I mean? Byline and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what Pep does. We'll find out how good Pep is, man, because he might have to change the way he plays a little bit. Or Haaland's going to have to change the way he plays, which I don't
one
think
of them's going to have to change, and one of them's going to have to change. One of them's going to have to change, definitely. Daz, thanks. Yeah, Daz just reminded me it's Mo Salah's birthday. It's a big birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mo, man.
To the king, the Egyptian king, because there is 2 kings at Liverpool. And
I love Mo, man.
I love Mo. I hope he stays. I just got to share this picture with you because this is just a beautiful.
I saw this earlier, man.
Look at that.
Hey, it's a beautiful, mate. It's a thing of beauty, that.
Cafu, Hilo, Seydorf, Inzaghi, Kaka, Gattuso. AC Milan team.
Look at the little picture on the right, though, of it.
Yeah, the Brazilians.
I can see Ronaldinho.
That Adriano, R9.
Oh my God, man.
Jeez, I'm going to take it that was someone's response to that tweet.
Yeah, the thing is, man, the Brazilians, they're too, when they're in a good mood playing football, you've got a long day ahead of you, man.
As I keep saying, the best international front three ever is Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, and R9. That was man. And I remember everyone that World Cup was saying R9 was past it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He put on a bit of weight.
I was running around saying, "How dare you, man!"
And he didn't play much during the season, did he? Because of his injury. No. He put on a bit of weight, and Ian Wright was taking a mix, saying, "Yeah, he's got to put a bit of timber on and stuff like that." And then he just won Golden Boot with quality. The thing with Ronaldo, he doesn't have to move.
Oh, he's such a good player.
He could just do one step over, and you're gone. You know what I mean? The man was just the greatest striker I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a serious dude, man.
Great striker. And if it weren't for his injuries, there'll be none of this CR7 talk right now. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Because he would have broke goal after goal records, Ronaldo. There'll be none of this CR7 talk, I'll tell you.
Yeah, if you say the word Ronaldo to my missus, she'll be like, "Yeah, you talking about the real Ronaldo or Cristiano?"
Christina.
My missus she's a secret football fan, bro. I'll tell you, bro. She's undercover, bro, watching games when I'm not watching, and because I'll mention something. The other day, she said something to me like, "Yeah, the goal that Messi scored against Real Sociedad." What are you talking about, mate? You're either watching YouTube videos or you're cheating on me with some other football leagues. I don't know what's going on there, man.
Yeah, my wife's a bit like that. Like, she weren't interested, and then she gets right into Liverpool now. Especially Liverpool, she gets right into Liverpool games, and she's finding things online and like, "Jay, have you seen this? Have you seen that?" I was like, "Yeah, I've seen it, darling. Thank you very much, though." And like, but she's so excited about it because she thinks she's fan saying for me, and I love it. I mean,
Jay, makes them sexier, on it.
Yeah, exactly.
My missus mentions the offside, and I'm like, "Get in the bedroom, man." What you say, VAR? Oh, nah, you know what it is, bro? She's so into Liverpool because like she'll do this thing when it's a build up to a match. She obviously were like, excited lads at it, and they're so calm, like nothing's going on. And then when the game gets on, all of a sudden, atmosphere changes and they're into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, my missus can't take Liverpool matches. Her heart rate's going through the roof, man.
She's Scandinavian, ain't she?
Yeah. She's
a lot of Scandinavians support Liverpool anyway.
Yeah, well, when I met my missus, she hated football. Well, her dad played for Villa on it, and like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's a football coach now, still in Denmark for like I can't remember what team it is, but
nice.
She don't talk to him in it, and he was one of them geezers who like he chose football over the family and never paid attention to them and that. So when I met her and I was into football, she was giving me a hard time and that. I was like, "Listen, football's been here my whole life, so I ain't going anywhere." And now she's behind it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she loves it, man.
Big up, Ram. Big up, Ram. Yes, he mentioned Sabitzer earlier today. Main issue, in my opinion, is down to wages. Yeah. 75k a week is a lot. If we can bump it down to the 100k mark, great. Yeah, Ram's right. I mean, Sabitzer apparently Bayern Munich want to get rid of him. They put a 15 million transfer.
Bayern Munich fans love him.
He's a very good player. Ram has been a massive fan. Big old shout out to Ram. He's been a massive fan of Sabitzer for time.
Yeah.
Very good footballer.
Very good.
Very good footballer. Good Austrian international. I like him. He would suit us down to the ground, but
100%. Can't see him taking a pay cut though.
No, that's the problem. 175k. There's just no way Liverpool going to touch a player on 175k already. That's the problem. That's the problem. These ridiculous wages that people are on at the moment. It's just so mad.
Football in 5 years, man. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah, 300 grand a week. It's going to be like 80 grand a week now, isn't it?
That Mbappe contract is just a starter. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Soon enough, you'll have like You won't have agents. You'll have countries owning players, bro.
It's going to be a madness. Like Rand says, he can play right wing and centre.
Yeah, you can.
2 stones and all that. 1 bird, 2 stones, whatever the bloody saying. 2 birds, 1 stone. There you go. That's quite harsh saying, isn't it? 2 birds, 1 stone. Because what are they telling us?
I know.
That's a harsh saying, isn't it? I'm surprised it hasn't been cancelled yet. Talking about cancel. You know when you watch something on Disney Plus, like an old Disney film, you put this one. Your kids might be too old now, but I've got little ones, so.
I know what you're going to say, man.
I'll put like Dumbo on for them or something like that, and you get
the stuff what it says at the beginning.
You get a 15-second message saying things on this you might find a bit,
offensive,
stuff like that. It's like, what am I missing? And
then, you know what it is, Jay? There's some sneaky
the crows at the end and all that. I can understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another thing as well. There's a. Bro, listen, there's a few sneaky things in Dumbo. There's one where they got like some black geese on a railroad and that. And they're all chained off. I didn't notice it was there before.
Yeah, it's chained up, ain't it? It's a chain gang. Yeah, I know. But it was But the thing is, though, it was at the time, weren't it?
Yeah, it's too late now, man. Just play the movie.
It was like the 50s. You know, it was at a time. Yeah, we've moved on, and that shouldn't happen no more. But I think people realise it was at a time. And my 3-year-old, don't go understand it. He just wants to see a pink elephant fly. That's all he wants.
Kids ain't reading that message, bro.
I think the most disturbing thing in Dumbo is when he hallucinates pink elephants.
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
Or is it just me?
That's a bit mad.
That's the bit that gets me. I like Dumbo though, because it's only an hour long.
Yeah.
Nice and easy to watch.
You know what it is? It's because a lot of people. I didn't know when I was a kid, but when I got to like about 10, I used to do research on that because I wanted to be an animator, and people didn't realize how old the movies are in it. Like
they want us to stream thing too.
Because a lot of the movies are like they were made in like the 50s and the 60s and that, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I used to think Thingy was a bit suspect in it, even though I loved it, Tom and Jerry, because I was like, who's this random black woman? You can only see her legs, and she's always cleaning and cooking and that.
No top half.
Yeah, Thomas.
She's always got a mop, and she sounds like
man. And then when I checked it out, I was like,
Alabama and saying like that. She's got like an Alabama accent, ain't she?
Yeah, man. Then you realise, man, Hitler was still knocking around when Tom and Jerry came out, so no wonder,
that's
bro.
why you can only see her legs.
Mate, I'm into dark comedy, man. That shit don't bother me at all, man. It's what it is, man. Yeah, I mean, might bother my granddad and that, but that's his problem, not mine. Nah, man, I'm pretty sure he had other stuff to worry about than cartoons, bro. So
yeah, exactly. And it says here, lads, you should both do a stream on Dream Team. Can you imagine?
Oh, mate, don't. We'll be on there for hours, bro.
Oh my God, I could. I could get the series. It's probably all on YouTube. I bet you can put Dream Team in YouTube and find it all.
Nah, loads of clips are gone from YouTube.
Yeah, it was a Sky thing, weren't it?
Yeah. I can get them and I'll find them.
I'm gonna look for it.
I know I could get. I know I could got Footballers' Wives. I got a few episodes of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna find Dream Team. I bet it's DVDs.
Like TV was dope back then, man. They used to have what was that? I know I was younger. Was it Bad Girls?
Bad Girls ruled. Fenner.
Oh, mate, they took Shirley out of that.
Away with killing every single woman in that prison, and no one ever suspected it.
Fenner was a scumbag, bro. And listen, like, Thingy was in that, innit? Shirley out of EastEnders. I swear they just put her in EastEnders as the same person.
They're exactly the same. She hasn't changed character in 20 years.
Same leather jacket, everything, bro. This is the same person.
The thing is, though, she looks old.
Yeah, and was it like the Julies?
The Julies, yeah, the Julies. And what was the first one? Because who was the first one? The blonde girl. In the first series, she was the hard one, weren't she? Deborah Stevenson's the actress, ain't she? She's a comedian.
Yeah.
And she played the hard girl till Shirley turned up and threw her down 3 flights of stairs or whatever it was. A bit crap.
Yeah, man.
Bad Girls ruled. And then I believe the female warden was having an affair with the short-haired lesbian in the.
Yeah, she was a rough lesbian. She was the warden, bro. No, she was, man. She was abusing her power, bro. Ant's right, man. Ant said that Dream Team wouldn't be allowed nowadays. Nothing's allowed nowadays, man. Can't we just choose to watch stuff?
No, yeah, it wouldn't be allowed now, would it?
It takes stuff off TV, like adults don't have a choice to watch it or not. Just pull it out, and if we don't want to watch it, I won't watch it. Put it on what's that channel? Gold. What the bill still comes on.
Look, if you're at an age and you know Bravo back in the day was the Donald channel.
Come on.
Everyone knows Bravo.
Egyptian King, you said it, bro. Jimmy Corkill and that, bro. Tinhead. Come on. Brookside.
Oh, if you never,
That was my jam.
Brookside was rough, man.
Hey, first lesbian kiss on TV, man.
Yeah, a lot of teenagers had fun with that.
Yeah. Tinhead was my guy, bro.
Oh, the Bill. I used to love
Now the Bill was legendary. It
I watched
birthed
the Bill
everyone.
now. The Bill's still on Dave, I think.
They're bringing it back out though, isn't it? They made an announcement.
Yeah, they made an updated version. I like it. And Minder, look at that. There we go.
I'll tell you what though, if Reg and Smithy ain't in it, I ain't watching it, bro.
No. You gotta love Reg. The actor who played Reg had a mental breakdown though, didn't he?
Did he really?
He had a mental breakdown when he got because he got sacked from the series, and he had a mental breakdown, and he went to hospital and everything.
I remember they gave him that thingy, man. That just before it come off TV, there's that thing about the Jasmine Allen estate. It was a big storyline and had yeah, man, the Jasmine Allen estate. They had the kid from Kidulthood, and he was like, he went undercover, and he had to, and like then they tried to call Reg racist and that, and he weren't racist.
Right.
He just said the wrong thing
because they built up like a caravan in there, didn't they? A police caravan. It was Reg's idea to try and get the peace in your state.
Hey, the Jasmine Allen estate was the one, bro. Come on. Every TV English legend has been in the bill, all of them.
Yeah. Well, you know, Rory Jennings, he was in the bill. Wasn't he?
Rory Jennings was in EastEnders as well.
Yeah,
he was Lucy's boyfriend.
Yeah, he was in the film Cast as well. You ever seen that?
I need to question Rory about that though, Lucy's boyfriend, because I don't know what Lucy that was, and she was 14, bro, and I know Rory's age, bro. So I don't know what. He was driving a car and that, bro. There's something going on there, bro.
Yeah, because Rory's actually a lot older than he looks.
Yeah, Rory's a legend, man.
Yeah, I love Rory. He's a good bloke.
He's probably the most passionate Chelsea fan I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Mm.
He speaks about it like it's M&S food, man.
Passion to him. He's killing it as well. He's absolutely killing it.
You remember when Jimmy Corkill found the hand in the back garden?
That's what he just said, Jimmy Corkill.
Yeah, man, he was digging up his garden and he found Trevor's hand, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Harry Kill's wife, she was an Emmerdale, man.
Brookside with Jimmy. And do you remember Sinbad in Brookside as well?
Legend, bro.
Oh, jeez.
Weren't they best friends, him and Jimmy?
I think they were. Yeah.
No, he was friends with the other guy, Mick.
Yeah, I just love the fact that this all happened in a little cul-de-sac in Liverpool, and everyone knew each other, and everyone just hated each other. Everyone killed each other, and they could, like when like a death happened or something like that, and they didn't know who it was. There's only 8 suspects.
Nah, you're a legend, Jamie, yeah, because I had the conversation with my son 2 days ago about EastEnders, because it's just in our blood, and we have to watch it. And I said to my son, if EastEnders was real and you was an estate agent, and then somebody was like, "What's the crime rate in this area?" It's like, well, somebody dies every Christmas, but apart from that, it's fine.
Yeah, the rent must be so cheap in their places.
Yeah, you in someone's house, like, has anyone died in this house? Well, yeah, but someone's died in every house, and the pub, and the cafe, and the laundrette. No one's got a washing machine.
No one's got a washing machine. It's the only laundrette still going in London.
Yeah, I love it, man.
And why is the Queen Vic a mansion above the pub?
I know.
It's got more rooms than anything I've ever seen in my life. It's bigger than my house.
Fact, man. Hey, listen, R.I.P. Dot Cotton, man.
Yeah, Dot was the best.
Because I don't even know she made it this long, to be fair, but legend.
I've never seen someone smoke as long as she did and actually did die of the thing that she was doing.
Yeah, she was really smoking, and it weren't fake cigarettes.
She smoked for a lot, yeah, real. It was all she did it for real. The woman went for what? She was 90 when she passed away, or something, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the episode of Graham Norton when she was on with?
Yeah. She's completely different.
Lady Gaga absolutely loved her. Absolutely loved her. She looked great. Yeah, the first lesbian kiss on British TV was Brookside. Anna Friel, that's it, is it?
Yeah, they made sure that the you know what I mean?
Yeah, they made sure they got the pretty girls, didn't they? They weren't stupid. They weren't going to use a certain type, were they? But, you know, you got to use a.
What was Finger's girlfriend's name in Brookside? Tinhead, and Emma something, and she became a pop singer.
Oh.
You know which one I'm on about, innit?
Yeah.
Emma or Gemma something. I remember, man. She became a pop star.
Claire Sweeney?
Yeah, no.
Claire Sweeney?
Nah, Claire Sweeney's
She was in it, like, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's.
I'm trying to think of every Scout actress that was around. Oh, Jennifer Aniston. not Jennifer Aniston, Gemma
Anderson.
Yeah,
Anderson.
the blonde,
Jennifer Ellison.
Ellison, that's it, the blonde salt.
Yeah. Gemma Atkinson's in Thingy, Hollyoaks. Come on.
That's it. Yeah.
Ronaldo's been there still.
Yeah.
Nah, she's still good food now, man. She was in Strictly not long ago.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, Nisha, it has, man. Like I still watch it because
I'm a Southern boy.
I can't help it, man. But
I watch EastEnders because I'm a Southern boy. So.
You know what they've done now, innit, Jay? We don't need to go into it, but they've gone with the times and it made everything like political. Everything is whatever's going on in real life. They start forcing down your neck in EastEnders.
I can't see it. You know, it does my head in. It's like when obviously COVID is still around, obviously, but when it was properly around. And you're watching these soaps and everyone's walking around masks on. I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, trust me. And Denise is running around telling everyone to wash their hands and that.
I don't want to see it. I want to escape reality and watch something that don't. You know what I mean? You guys don't have to actually tie it all in. It's not real for you guys. EastEnders has more deaths than Hannah.
Facts.
It's true.
100%. That last Halloween was pants, man.
Well, the last Halloween film.
It ended so terrible, man. Like,
Halloween Kills.
Yeah, man. Everyone just running around saying evil dies tonight. Just leave me alone, bro. Just kill him, innit?
I did. The annoying bit was the last fight scene when they beat the crap out of him, and he
just got up.
It's like he is Mickey and Rocky talking to him.
Get up, Rock!
It just goes like that. It's coming.
The love I have for the Rocky movies is ridiculous, bro.
I love Rocky movies.
I took my missus to that thingy, the evening with Rocky, just before COVID.
All right.
It's amazing, man. He had to get suited and booted and that, and then he came out on stage, told all these stories. It was nice, man. Because I don't get dressed up for anything, bro. I'm in gym tracksuits all day, bro. But it was nice, man.
I love that. Rocky. So I love Stallone. Stallone is an underrated actor.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's a proper actor as well. I mean, Copland. Watch him in Copland. Jesus Christ. Absolutely.
They do loads of them, man. They had a Robert De Niro one as well, but missed out.
He acts everyone. They're great Ray Liotta as well.
It's quite funny watching Rocky in my house and that, because obviously when Rocky comes on, my missus will cry in every Rocky without fail. She can't help it, bro. It's pretty much a love story, isn't it, Rocky? It's not really to do.
He's emotional, ain't he? You just feel you feel for him, don't you?
Yeah, it's a. You know what it is? It's his. That was his real life at the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Rocky 3, when Mr. T just absolutely obliterates him, and then
when you watch that documentary,
passed away before then, but he tells him he didn't lose, but Mickey knows he did. That's just that gets me every time. Yeah,
Mickey was just feeding him bombs, man.
Yeah, he just wanted to make him rich. He was looking out for him. He was doing Eddie Hearn. Mickey was Eddie Hearn before Eddie Hearn was born.
Yeah, you know Mickey. You know when Rocky tells Mickey to get out of his house and he just loses his mind.
Yeah, Mickey's got his own wing. Mickey had his own wing.
Oh, this guy is hilarious. Mickey is the guy, man.
He looked after him. He gave him 10 bums, and he knew he had bums as well. Rocky thought he was a shit, didn't he?
Yeah. You know what? You know that's what I said to you the other day, man. Like Mo Salah is Rocky in Rocky 3, isn't it? Yeah, like, he gets the money in that, and then he starts changing.
And that bloody when he's training for Mr. T for in his final ever fight, he's just made everyone's welcome and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and then Apollo takes him to the grimiest gym of all time.
Yeah, go to is it Miami they went to?
Yeah, you lost it, Rock. You ain't got the eye of the tiger anymore.
That's it. Yeah, Rocky couldn't be arsed. He's like, I don't do this no
more. Mate, Rocky 4 is it's just a whole cut scene of training on it.
Oh, Rocky 4 is the greatest film ever.
It's a whole cut scene. The greatest training montage of all time.
It's America. It's the Cold War.
Yeah,
It's just Rocky. Sylvester Stallone just wrote the Cold War in a boxing match.
I do need some explaining though. Why did he run up the mountain for training, bro? With no harness. Very dangerous, bro. It's snowy mountain. He didn't even have snow boots on.
He's just an
Oh, the chat's going crazy, man. They're just dropping all these names and that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Ravi the Bill with the footprints at the end on the cobbles.
Yeah. I love Kerry from the Bill.
Oh, everyone loves Kerry, man.
Have you ever seen a TV show called Blackpool? She was in that as well.
Yeah.
Stripper.
Egyptian king. Get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves you.
Yeah, The Bill. Yeah, no, we love The Bill. We're the best football film. Mike Bassett, England manager, by a country mile.
Oh.
I mean, Goal was good. Is it Goal?
Yeah, but then it got too far, man. It went too far.
Yeah, and then
he ended up at Real Madrid, didn't he?
Yeah, I love the fact that bloke had asthma.
Yeah. Based on Liverpool,
all the Liverpool players have got.
Football Factory.
Yeah, Football Factory.
That was my jam still.
I love Football Factory. I've got two versions of that film.
I've got two versions as well.
I've got the theatrical version where the music's different.
Yeah.
The beginning of it is Oasis, a song by Oasis.
Yeah.
And in the theatre one, it's a production. It's a different cut. It's a totally different cut. I actually prefer the first cut of it. It's fantastic. That film's quality.
Yeah.
I love
Steve's got it there as well. Green Street was pretty good. Although having Elijah Wood as the thingy, and what's his name? Charlie Huffman.
Yeah.
I love that character in it because of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
But he has got the weirdest accent.
He's faking a British accent when he's British. That's what
in Green Street, he didn't have many roles already, and he's a Geordie in it.
Yeah.
Bro, he sounds Australian, bro.
No Londoner sounds like that. I'm a Londoner. You sound like me.
And then you've got Elijah Wood with an American accent, bro. It's a bit mad still.
I don't mind that film. I just can't get Elijah Wood beating people up there. I just throw.
Yeah. But Football Factory was filmed
when he does that
windmill
thing under the
top.
And he's actually hitting people.
I actually showed my friends the clip the other day because we put it in the WhatsApp group. You know when Zebedee and that they get found out for robbing the house and then they drop him off.
Yeah, and yes, the dartboard.
And it's like he just drops him off outside the van and he's like, the Scousers, where you from, mate? Yeah. Around. You flash cockney prick, you know me, mate, Stanley.
Man, leg it.
Oh, man. That is the most random spot where they've dropped him. It's just sand.
That is the worst part of Liverpool I've ever seen in my life. That was rough. That was
rough, bro.
You don't want to be dropped there. I love that film, Football Factory. What's the other ones? Someone's just put here, Stallone in Escape to Victory.
Love it.
When he's the goalkeeper. And,
that's a mad movie, that is, because the cast is crazy, bro.
And the Pele kick. I didn't realise this till recently.
Wrestling.
Yeah, the Pele kick. They called it the Pele kick because
it's the flipping Americans. The Pele kick. The Pele. It's a Pele kick.
It's Pele. But I didn't realise it's because of that film Escape to Victory.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it till recently.
And obviously, Finn brought it to our wrestling, and clearly he's from Britain, and so obviously it's not the Pele kick.
No, because it's probably Pele. Yeah, Escape to Victory is a great film. I like the bit where they need Sylvester Stallone to be the goalkeeper, so they deliberately break the lieutenant's elbow in the bed.
Yeah, man.
They put his elbow in the bed, don't they? And they break his arm so just can get Stallone in.
We've got another thingy coming out, innit? Expendables. They're filming now.
Yeah, I follow Stallone on Instagram, and he was doing a behind the scenes thing on it. He's not going in it much, though, apparently.
No, listen, my missus knows everything about Stallone. She just keeps me updated on him all times.
I love Stallone. How can no one love Stallone?
No, he's a legend, man. He's a proper nice geezer, isn't it?
He must be 70 odd, surely.
Yeah.
He don't look it. He's in great shape.
So Neil Kane said Tamar Hassan was in Eastern. Yeah, he was. That's Turkish, isn't it, in Football Factory?
Yeah. Tamar Hassan, yeah.
He wasn't in Eastern for very long, though, man. They should have kept him in for longer. But
he's the Chelsea. He's the Millwall folk, ain't he?
Yeah.
And then you see the FA Cup draw in the pub, and it's got Chopper Harris doing the numbers. Chopper Harris drawing the numbers. I was like, Jesus Christ. And it was the worst setup I've ever seen.
The funny thing is, them kind of hams like Tamar Harris, and they all end up on them. You know the movies that go straight to Asda. And every time you go in there, they've got another football movies. St. George's 13, St. George's 14.
I love St. George's Day.
It's sick, bro. But you know what I'm saying? They've got the same characters in every movie.
Yeah. It's just the same.
And what's his name out of EastEnders? Was it Zach Sullivan?
Oh, Dan Sullivan.
Dan Sullivan is in every movie.
Yeah, he did all that. Talk about my
Rise of the Foot Soldiers.
Rise of the Foot Soldiers, my favourite.
That movie's amazing, man. The first one freaked me out a little bit still. Oh no, man. But...
the first one. I mean, I've got his book. I've got his autobiography.
Yeah, his book's dope, man.
He has been through stuff, and that film is amazing. The rest of them, when Pat Tate takes over, like the Pat Tate story, it's just hilarious. But it's not as fictional as the first two films.
What did Philip say? What time are you doing the draw? Oh, is the season draw in the morning? Is that the 8:30 one?
Yeah, 8:30 in the morning, my man. 8:30 in the morning. I'll be live, and I think it just comes out at 9 a.m. So Sky Sports will just have it, boom, 9 a.m. up. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Ali, he's got a comment there about Fabrizio, I'm guessing.
And Jamie, have you not heard Perez quotes Fabrizio Tappi Merchant is reporting? He is saying they are working for the Super League. It isn't dead. This guy's a madman.
He's telling the truth, man. The Super League's about, man. It's the Champions League, isn't it?
I mean, the Champions League in 2 years' time is just the Super League.
I'm not looking forward to that Champions League, that weird group.
It's two league. It's a league of 10 or something, ain't it? Or there's no difference. UEFA is as corrupt as everyone else.
That league they're talking about is exactly what happens in the NBA. They have 2 conference leagues, and then at the end they have a tournament and the playoffs. It's
the 2 finalists meet in the last match, sort of thing. Yeah.
Wow, it's terrible, bro.
See you later. See you at 8:30, my man. We're going to call it a night in a minute.
Later, Steve. Well, I'll tell you what, that means that thing you'll probably win the Champions League, and Spurs, they'll win at some point, man. It'll be the only way Spurs and Arsenal will win it back, bro.
The only way they can get in. Anybody been watching Mark Owen's daughter on Love Island? I've not watched a minute of Love Island.
I saw it just before I came on here, man.
I've never watched Love Island in my life.
I'm going to be honest, man. I don't watch it for the same reason. I just watch it to take the mick out of these geezers, man.
I bet they're pathetic, ain't they?
Pathetic, bro.
Just get some real geezers in there. Get real geezers in there. That's what the girls want.
Like they're all like running off into corners and that. Like, yo, bruv, did you kiss her? I'm like, did you kiss her? You're all in your 20s. A kiss?
Yeah,
mate.
Right, mate. Did you put it on her? That's what you say.
Yeah, it's weird, bro.
You know, did you kiss her? Did you kiss her? Like, go and give her this note. It's just pathetic. The only Love Island I ever watched was the very first one with the celebrities back in Love
Callum Best on that.
Yeah, about 15 years ago.
Because I only watched that because Fingy's daughter was in it, bro. Gascoigne's, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to be in love with her for some reason. Bianca
Gascoigne. And is it Paul Denan? Went absolutely nuts because no one fancied him.
Yeah, man.
And he threw a wobbler. That is the only one I've watched. And then they brought out. I like it with celebrities. I don't like all these real people. Do me head in. The young'uns today, Jesus Christ.
I know.
The Brookside theme brings back memories.
Oh, amazing, man.
I loved it. Channel 4 is ahead of its time.
Yeah, Channel 4's proper ahead. They were showing some madness on Channel 4.
All their ideas, by the way.
Yeah.
They nixed all their ideas. Prez wants the Super League, not the new UEFA version. Yeah, Prez is a weirdo. That's a man's mad.
Yeah.
I hope we get Celtic in the Champions League.
Yeah, Celtic Liverpool's always a good game, man.
Yeah, that will be a good game. Why do they have to make football so complicated?
Money.
It's the easiest game in the world. They're trying to make it the most boring and not kick-ins instead of throw-ins.
They'll make the goals bigger soon just to make it more.
Yeah. Let's make the goals 20 by 20. Just so everyone can score. It's just the greatest game. It's the greatest game in the world, played everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Can you imagine we got Man City on the first day? I don't think that can ever happen.
It can't happen, but I'd love it, because it'll set the scene for the season straight away.
Community Shield, I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose we all do. I want that as the last game of the season. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I can see this happening.
I'd love it, man.
Somehow they manipulate it that City and Liverpool on the last day of the season play each other. And what's going to happen? They go both of them be on the same points, same goals, same everything. And they go then put this game somewhere else in Europe. They go, right, this needs to be played at neutral stadium. It's too big for England. That'll be the market. This game
put it at Atletico Stadium.
Yeah, and they need to move it somewhere else, and the marketing about it will be. That's what they want. They want that badly. Bianca Gascoigne was actually.
Jamie
O'Hara. Yes, when the psycho woman came in, and to go chicken shit or whatever it was.
Yeah, weird, man.
She went mad.
Hey, Big Brother was dope though.
Yeah. By the way,
it wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Bianca Gascoigne was actually on Big Brother. Yeah, she was in. You guys might not remember it. Yeah, Love Island when it first ever started. It was about 15
Yeah,
years.
because I remember Callum Best was on it, man.
Yeah. That was what my name was meant to be.
What, Callum Best?
I'll give everyone a little thing now. So, my blood father. So I got a stepdad. I call him I've never called him stepdad in my life. He's my dad, and he's my hero. I love the man to bits. Right, I love him to bits. But my original blood dad.
Yeah.
He left when he cheated on my mum with a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And I was 10 when he left.
Yeah.
I was about 10 years old, and he left. And I saw him a few times again when I was 14, and that was it. I don't care for the man whatsoever. I don't care what happens to him. I really don't.
Yeah.
So my stepdad came back like a year later, but him and my mum have been together for like forever. Been together forever. I mean, I'm 40 now, so he's been in my life for 30 years.
Come on.
He's my dad. He's my hero. I love the man to pieces. But my blood father was a Man United fan. Yeah, Man United. Everything. George Best was his idol, and he wanted to call me Callum because I was born at the same time as Callum Best was.
Yeah.
So he wanted to call me Callum. My mum was like, "No, it's Jamie."
Your mum saved you, man.
Mum saved me. And then I never got into football really when he was around. And then when my dad came,
he
was a massive Liverpool fan. He was born in the 70s, so he watched.
Hey, shout out your dad, man. Things could have been so different, bro.
Yeah,
you could have been a United fan, bro.
But he's my dad. I've never called him my stepdad. Even when I introducing people, I say, "This is my dad. This is my dad." I love the man to bits. He's my hero and idol. He's done things for me that I can never explain on live.
Legend, man.
On air. He's just the things he's done and amazing. He's an amazing man, and he deserves everything. My dad. I love the man.
So at the age did Fabio Carvalho and Javier got nominated for the Golden Boy Award. Come on.
Get up.
Dope.
Fabio Carvalho and Harvey Elliott. I mean, that's big for Harvey because he was injured most of the season.
Yeah.
But Fabio Carvalho,
Carvalho probably he deserves it, to be fair.
I've gone and seen back his game. The kid is something special. Oh yeah, the fact that have you seen about this? So around La Liga have complained to UEFA about the sports washing of PSG and Man City. They've got a bloody cheek. The fact that Real Madrid started all this 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's all Real Madrid's fault.
The whole Galacticos, man.
When they used to go and steal everyone's best player and put them on ridiculous wages, they knew other teams at that time could compete with. And they started all the process. Now, Madrid can't compete. They can't compete.
They definitely started it.
And now they get look, they're right because PSG and City should be done. I mean, you look at Bordeaux; they've been relegated to the lowest league in French football for doing what Barcelona have done. If you're a big name, you're never getting done. Let's put it that way. You reckon UEFA want Madrid and Barcelona out of their competition?
Definitely want them. Yeah, they definitely.
It's just mad. Right, guys, we are going to leave it there. It is almost midnight. I've got a video at 8:30, so yeah, that should be fun. But yeah, the fixtures come out tomorrow, guys. So you can watch it with me. I'll be live at 8:30, 9 o'clock. The fixtures come out. We can talk about it. Talk about all the games to start with. If the leaks are true, apparently the leaks is that Liverpool got Forest first game and Man City got Bournemouth. That's the leaks at the moment.
The Man City Bournemouth one's almost a definite, I think.
City's game's obviously at home and ours is away.
Yeah.
And so we'll find out tomorrow, guys. So I'm looking forward to it. And as always, when me and Savage are together, we do go a bit off topic.
We might have to just throw a stream together where it's just random.
Just have like a random stream.
Yeah.
That'd be actually quite fun, actually, where we talk about childhood memories and shit like that. That'd be hilarious because I could talk about old cartoons like the Turtles and stuff like that.
Come on.
My son loves that because I've got them all. Because I've got pets.
Love it, man.
I've got all the Turtles stuff.
You like the Turtles movie?
Yeah, I've got Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Which one's the one with Vanilla Ice in it, man?
Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go Ninjas, go Ninjas, go. Big true. Yo, that whole dance breakdown was amazing, bro.
That's a film. I love that. And in the third one, they go to the past, don't they?
Yeah.
No, I love them films. Yeah, we should do that. We should throw one of them together sometime. That'd be excellent.
Yeah, man, we'll do it, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, get the Brookside theme. Oh, I'll tell you what, if I could, I would, but I'll only monetize in seconds. Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I will be back at 8:30 in a few hours. So enjoy your
I'll be watching
guys.
on the treadmill, bro.
Excellent. There you go.
Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Hit the like button.
Yeah, smash the like on the way out, guys, and smash the like coming in if you see this on the replay, guys.